Alright, we are in-game. I'm gonna dive right into it, because we've got just under 2 hours. Maybe around 2 hours. One of my raid group members might be late, but probably closer to an hour and a half. Start part 2. Oh, I put the wrong part in my title, because we finished part 1 of Stormblood last night. We've now moved on to part 2. We are going to the XIV step, my favorite part of the fucking game. What do you mean failed to update? Why you do this? Why you do this? Why you do this, Twitch? Why you bad? Alright, New Game Plus, Stormblood, Part 2. All are ready, then let us depart for reunion in the XIV steppe. Our route will be somewhat circuitous? That's a fucking word. Our route will be somewhat circuitous. We will need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north along the coast past Isari. Circuitous? Yuri, please speak English. Where the fuck do you want me to go? Technically. Stop right. Here there be Azalea. I'm Azalea. As I was saying last time, I'm deep in the XIV lore. Deep in the fan character making drink. And my character's from the XIV steppe. How she was born, and she's got 7 siblings. And a whole ass clan that I've made whole ass lore for. Fly, Dodo, fly! From here we will turn north until we arrive at a cave, through which we must pass in order to reach the XIV steppe. Lee and Gosetsu have already gone on ahead. We should hurry and carry on as well.
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless. The XIV steppe, home to countless roaming tribes. A sacred land, watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation. With the wind at our backs, we walked on, in search of hope, in search of him.
I give you the XIV steppe, Kinliana, though I should say that this is but one small portion of it. Despite the close proximity, Domans rarely venture this far north. Most find these lands and their people strange and foreign. Fortunately, those who frequent reunion are more welcoming than most. Come, it is not much further. People of this nation do be strange, that's for sure. You happen to meet a bunch of dickheads nickname or with the last name Ironhide, just smile and nod. Welcome to Reunion, my friends. Here's where we will begin our search for Lord Ian. When last I spoke with Lord Ian, he said he spent much time in these markets. I'd hoped we might find him here today, but alas. Hey, Gary, I've been meaning to ask. There are an awful lot of Azalea here, aren't they? Oh, I assumed you knew. The Azim Steppe has been home to the nomadic tribes of Azalea since antiquity. More than 50 roam these lands, and though they do not constitute a nation, there is a hierarchy of sorts determined through ritual combat. Funny, they're so busy fighting each other, you'd think the Empire would be able to march in and take the steppe with ease. Wonder why they haven't. Why indeed, Lise, why indeed. Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given the fierce reputation of the Azalea warriors, who would fight tooth and nail to oppose them. These unforgiving lands were not made for men. The soil is thin and the weather unforgiving. The Azalea found ways to survive, it is true. They are made of sterner stuff than most Imperials, conscript or citizen. Thanks for taking the time to explain. It sounds like I've got a lot to learn. Later, I mean. We're meant to be looking for Ian. People from many tribes gather in Reunion to trade goods and information. I should be surprised if you cannot learn something of value here. Let us make our inquiries separately. Kiliana, why don't you speak with some of the merchants here? Buzz! Fresh Buzz! Your choice of lamb or zo. Guaranteed to satisfy. How many will you have, miss? A Doman? Unless another Dazkar is keeping him in her yurt. He's not here. More fool her if she took in a Doman for a husband. But enough about Domans, let us speak about Buzz instead. I'm sure that's supposed to be like booze or something. I don't know. Surely your mother or father made you some when you were little. Azalea who never eats Buzz is now a whole Azalea. What fortune you have come hither at this time, freshly slaughtered, every cut available on request, organs too, hearts, livers, brains, or a brace of blood sausages if you desire only a snack. A Doman? Or meat they make Domans. I jest. I did see a young mole in the company of one some few days ago. Yeah, you say that, but I bet some group here eats Domans. Roasted fish with pumpkin, an exotic foreign delicacy cooked to perfection, beloved without the steppe. Come. Seek Domans, and you are come to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find little favor with those from the south. Now, for Goro you were looking for, on the other hand, I might be able to help you. They flock to my stall. I brought you a new brush, my beloved. So smooth and silky your mane shall be, the envy of every other man. Say again? You're seeking who? Ah, the Doman. I know of whom you speak. He comes and goes with a mole girl. Though I cannot describe her. I only know that she is mole because I heard them talking as they passed. Now I know who it is because I'm a filthy cheater from the future. Hello there, you happen to look like a nice mole lady. With my chat mode and say, I must say the word mole. Yes, I am mole. My name is Cyrena. May I help you? Oh, I see. You're looking for Ian. In that case... How urgent this business must be to leave our conversation unfinished. Akinse, will you buy it? There is one bundle left. If not, then... I will! But I had not thought to pay a price so high. It is a bargain, for which you should be grateful. If you lack the coin, then the fault is your own, and you will leave with nothing. Please, I must have the Kinsai. The gods themselves requested it. We are bound to their will. Give me the difference in Whisper Root. I will sell it to the next apothecary to pass through reunion, and we will each feel fairly treated. But do not tarry. Should another come before you, coin in hand, I will not refuse him. I understand. Thank you for your kindness. I am sorry, but we must speak of Hien later. I cannot leave reunion without this Kinsai. You want to help me? Is that it? I do not know what to say. Thank you, Kinliana, thank you. The lumbering ones we must fell wander the plains to the west of Reunion. If we each harvest 2, then we should have enough Whisper Root. Return here when you have finished. Good luck. Oh, that's a Fate. Hello, Fate monster. Uninterested. Welcome back, Kinliana. Have you brought the Whisper Root? Blessed is he who shows such kindness to stranger, for with fortune does he ever ride. Will this quantity suffice? It shall. The Kinsei is yours. The gods favor you more than you know, child. Udgin rarely have need of such herbs, and so my stock is limited. Had you come a day earlier or later, I would have none for you. Perhaps the gods guided me here, as they guided grandmother, as they guided this woman from the west. Yeah, from the west. Hey!
How goes the search? Any luck?
What fortune to meet a friend of the young master!
Well met, Cyrena. If you have an inkling as to the current whereabouts of Lord Hien, we should be most grateful for your assistance.
Oh, please! It is I who should be grateful.
Hold! What is this? I came first, you second! Know you to whom you speak? All people of the steppe should. Or have you fought so much that you have forgotten the face of your superiors? Superiors? I spit on your superiority, little prince! Twisted and mad as sand devils your kind are!
Those two don't seem to like each other very much.
Those boys are of the Oronir and Dothal, the 2 strongest tribes. The children of Azim are destined to rule, so they declare to all who will listen. Their word is law. For now, grand, flamboyant fighters, but deadly, very deadly. He prances as a horse, as do his brothers after their many recent victories. The Undying ones too are strong, fearless, and vicious. They often reigned in the past. Now they are sorely tested. Ah, the master of the markets. He is Castir. To fight in reunion is forbidden, and to break the peace is to be banished forever. This he says without words, for words are lies to the Castir. They do not speak.
That's interesting. And all these different tribes share the same lands, do they? No wonder it's tense.
I shall look for you on the field at the Nardum. Mark my words! As shall I. Mayhap I shall take 11 more Dothar heads to make a dozen with yours. I look forward to the day!
The dispute will be settled at the Nardum?
A great battle held on the final day of the Sahan-San. During this time, all bonds of hierarchy are broken. All Zayla are equal and free to prepare for the fight. The tribe which triumphs in the Nardum rules until the next Sahan-San, which in these lands is now.
Ah, so that is what they call the custom. I presume your tribe will also be taking part?
Not all seek the Dawn Throne. Some are satisfied with their lot. Others, like the Kestir, have reason to remain neutral. Them all are lambs among wolves. Long were we content to remain apart and live quietly, but... Never mind that. You seek Hien, yes? I know where he may be.
Nope, 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 nope. Long ago, my grandmother, having received a vision from the gods, bade me go forth into the southern mountains. It was there that I found Hien, near death from many wounds. I brought him to our village, and there we nursed him back to health. Afterwards, he chose to remain, that he might repay us for our kindness. Domans set much store by honor and shame, so at first I did not question it. Excuse me, if I could see your map for a moment, here. He has grown fond of this place. It affords him a view of the markets and the steppe. I would accompany you, but I must return to our village to prepare my grandmother's meal. Thank you again for your assistance. Our long-awaited reunion is at hand. Come, my friends, let us go and greet our lord and master. Now, I'm supposed to, like, walk up. There's, like, a hill. Like, I'm just gonna... Yep. Hello, bud. Hey, bud. How you going? How's it doing? Imagine walking. Couldn't be me.
The Kami are merciful! My lord Hien, I see you are alive and well.
Ah, you are come sooner than expected. So, my blade or my head? Which would you have of me?
The people of Yansha remain loyal to Doma. I have seen the fire in their eyes. They are ready to rise up and fight. The time is ripe, my lord. Return with us, blade in hand, and lead Doma to freedom.
Naught less than liberty will suffice, then. A pity. It will prove far more difficult to deliver than my head. But if my people wish to pursue an impossible dream, then who am I to deny them? Yugiri! Gosetsu! And,
The scions of the Seventh Dawn, my lord. Good and true friends who opened their hearts and homes to us when we fled to Eorzea. Far across the sea they have journeyed to stand with us in the fight for Doman liberation. To oppose the Empire, as they have in the West, where they are lauded as heroes for their many deeds.
Say no more, Yugiri. Say no more. I observed how you helped Cyrena, to whom I am deeply indebted. For that and for the aid you provided my people, you have my deepest gratitude. There is no doubting your strength nor your character. It would be my honor to fight by your side. So, what of Doma? Arise, my friends, and tell me of our home. I have made my decision. You, Giddy. I bid you return to Yanxia and take charge of our forces in preparation for my homecoming. As for our esteemed guests, I would ask that you remain here with me. I sense you will be a great help in the coming days.
Your will is my command, my lord, but how much longer do you intend to stay?
Oh, only until I have won the contest? I mean to return at the head of a Zayla army.
You mean to participate in the Nardum?
Have you a better idea? Consider how soundly we were defeated before. The Imperials may have since grown weaker, but we are weaker still. It would be folly to challenge them without first supplementing our forces, so yes, I intend to win the Nardum and enlist the aid of every able-bodied Zayla I can. Furthermore, by championing the mole in the contest, I can at last repay their kindness. Lest you forget they saved me from certain death, and a man who suffers such debts to go unpaid is without honor and unfit to lead.
Just so, just so. Our lord has spoken, you giddy. But take heart. I shall keep him safe. And should it come to it, bring him back by force.
This is no laughing matter, Gosetsu. But if these are my orders, very well. Once more I place my faith in you. Pray look after them both.
Looks like it's up to us then. Though it does seem a bit risky. Isn't Hien meant to be the next king of Doma or something?
So they say. Though in truth I am but a pale reflection of my late father. All the more reason to entreat your assistance. For ours is an impossible dream. To set in motion a revolution that will rattle the very firmament and shake off the yoke of the most powerful empire in the world.
Gilliana Ironhide, once again, allow me to thank you for your many deeds in service to Doma. For 25 years did my father rule in name only. My rule, if one would deign to call it that, has been naught in comparison. That changes now. We have a purpose and a plan, and after we take to the battlefield together, we will have victory as well. But you are a practical woman, I can tell, disinclined to trust in words when actions speak truer. I can relate. So, you two have heard of the Nardum? The great battle for supremacy of the steppe. I learned of it during my stay with the mole. To my knowledge, no foreigners have ever participated, much less triumphed in a Nardum, but lack of precedent notwithstanding, I should think we would have a good standing to bid. We would have good standing to bid them march with us to Doma, should we win. Will they even permit us to fight, my lord? We belong to no tribe of the steppe. We are not without options, given what Serena has told me. You see, in accordance with the gods' wishes, her people shall participate in the coming Nardum. When they take the field, I mean for us to fight alongside them, as fellow warriors of the mole. But we need not discuss this at length here. Come, let us head north to the Mole Io, where Serena and her people have made camp for their season. Oop. My friends, I give you Mole Ilo. Ilo. I think. Yeah, I think that's ILOH. The Khatun of the tribe, Temulan, resides in the largest yurt. We should go and make our introductions. At last, the traveler comes.
Tamarun Hatun, Sirina, I am returned.
Ah, you found each other.
Ours is the soil, Hian. The Domans, and the Eorzeans too.
You know us?
The gods know you, child. As do the stars in the heavens, which shone bright at your coming.
The mole hearken to the whispers of the elder gods, which guide us in our daily lives. We know them through the Utun, like my grandmother.
Hatun, I am come to beg a boon of you and yours. That I might liberate my homeland, I seek to rally the strength of the steppe. To that end, I wish to fight in the Nardam, as a warrior of the Mall. Will you grant me this honor?
To stand with the mole is fruitless. Hian, do not do this. The gods may have willed that our tribe join in the Nardam, but there is no path to victory. We are weak and our numbers few. Even with your help, it would be impossible.
I thank you for your concern, Sirina. But it is precisely because of the seeming hopelessness of your cause that we must needs cast our lot with you. Were we to join hands with a more favored tribe, our victory would inevitably be attributed to them, and no one would follow me to Doma.
'Twas the gods' will that we fight. Mayhap this too is their design. Hear me then. As Hatun of the Mall, I invite you all to join with us in the Nardam. Will you look after them?
Come with me, friends. There is much I would show you.
You... wait. I would have words. A singular radiance, shimmering, like a jewel of the Dusk Mother, blinding in its brilliance. Stars flicker and flock to you. Before such gathered light, even the secrets of the gods may be laid bare. Some are fated to rise in grace and glory, others to falter and fade, though not from memory. Both will be your strength and salvation come the end. Cherish the stars and the light they bring you in the dark, for you are a traveler, are you not?
Thank you all for coming, and for offering to fight with us in the Nodam. Though I still fear our chances are grim, I am grateful for your assistance. You recognized as warriors of the Mole, there's a trial you must overcome. But before we speak of such things, there's another, more pressing matter. My friends, I must warn you, the path upon which you embark is fraught with peril. You will journey unto the far reaches of the steppe to confront a terrible foe, as did the warrior Bardam in the days of yore. 3 days he battled with the demon ere he returned to his people. So it is written, so must it be. Many who follow in his footsteps perish, lacking the strength of body and mind. Therefore, we must treat you to a great feast. Have I said something strange? The hungry fox starves staring at the bull's testicles. Therefore, warriors should be well fed on the eve of battle. Did that really just say testicles? Yep. Okay. That was an interesting saying. She does have a point. You have been keeping busy in my absence. A brief repast may be in order, lest we collapse of fatigue and malnourishment in the midst of our trial. Yes, just so. However, it will take time to prepare. Is there anything we can do to help? It might also give us a chance to learn more about your people and their ways. Well, if you insist, I am sure the others would be glad of your assistance. Would you go and speak with Dorbe, Lise? As for you three, you can help me with another task. For today's feast, the gods decree we lure Gulo Gulo to slaughter with entrails. Perhaps you could be the ones to do this. That your people look to the gods for guidance, I understand, but in your daily meals, I say your grandmother must be quite busy. Some days more than others, but every night we come together around the cook fire. Even babies must earn their keep on the steppe. Give over the entrails, Serena. We will bring you a bounty of meat. Word of advice. Our quarry is wont to avoid Zalia and their settlements, but is fond of flowing waters. A thought occurs to me. How about we make a game of it, Kinliana? I have 6 bags of entrails with which we may lure our Gulo Gulo. 3 for you, and 3 for me. Whoever returns with the greater portion should be declared the winner. What say you? Bring it on, Hied. And it is settled. Kotsatsu will stand as witness. Let the game begin. So there are 6 spots. They like water, and they don't like people. So, first we will go to this far one over here near the river. I think it's literally just this one, this one, this one. Because these two are too close to the civilization. Actually, one of them might be too far away from the water. The river winds its way south, the water's churning with the gentle current. There may be many Gulo Gulo lurking by. Just made a fucking stick of entrails. I think it's this one, and then maybe the one further north? The area appears to be isolated and far from any Zayla settlement. There may be many lurking nearby. Nope, don't link the item. Stop. Stop! The lid. Two here. I think there's no water down here. I'm pretty sure it's the one up on the mountain. Yeah, because this is still kind of close. Fill it up. I have 7 gulo beat. Take that, head. Oh, you have used all your bait? In that case, let us see the fruits of your labor. It wasn't fruit, it was meat. Oh, it would seem that, at the very least, you are the faster hunter. But speed is not everything. For my part, I slew 6 gulo. Aye, that you have, my lord. As for Kinliana, the meat of 8 gulo did she bring. A fine day's work, and undeniably the greater portion. Right, 8, not 7. Math is hard. Bah, a loss, is it? And how confident I was in my chances. Nevertheless, it is a testament to your skills as a hunter and a warrior. How fortunate that I am to count one so talented among my allies. With that, our game is concluded. Let us return to the Mole Ilo forthwith, and let us have Kinliana present our meat to Serena. Mayhap you are unfamiliar with the traditional Zayla cuisine? Let not its appearance deceive you. It is quite hearty and nourishing. Were it not so, I doubt they could have nursed me back to health. You should have seen the state I was in. You have returned, Kinliana. How was your hunt? My word, this is impressive. Were you so hungry that you felt the need to kill so many? Well, I shall endeavor not to disappoint you with my cooking. It'll be a little while before the meal is ready, and if you wish, and you and Lise may... Blah! If you and Lise wish to fill the time, perhaps you could assist Dorbe. He has many responsibilities and would welcome your help, nor would you regret making his acquaintance, for he is liked and respected by all. You may find him by the other yurt, taking stock of our supplies. They're gonna make me pick up poop. They're gonna make me pick up poop. Even in New Game Plus, where they took out quests, the Warrior Light's gonna go pick up shit. Ah, one of the newcomers. Welcome, I spoke with Lise. I bade her help the children gather fuel for the cook fires. I trust it will be a good experience for all. For you too, perhaps. Seek them in the south across the bridge. Yep, they're gonna go make me pick up animal feces. Thanks, guys. What's an A rank? What's the B rank? I'm gonna kill it. Kill the B rank! I want that achievement. That achievement, I mean, I want achievements in general for killing many B ranks. Yes, hello, Lise. Are you having fun picking up feces with the children? Oh, Kinliana, are you here to help too? Great! So, I suppose Dorbe told you that the children and I are gathering fuel for the fires, did he? It'll need to be dried before they can burn it, of course. You do understand what we're here for, right? Only some people can be a bit squeamish about this sort of stuff. Then again, you've never minded getting your hands dirty, have you? Anyway, we're trying to get our 4 piles each. Good luck, and keep an eye on the children while you're at it, eh? Picking up poop as the warrior of light. Well, you found your share yet? Good work. I hope you took the time to talk to the children while you were at it. Please, look how much dung we have. Wow, I'm impressed. I thought we'd gathered a lot, but it looks like we'll have to admit defeat. Dorbe will be happy we found enough. Not just Dorbe, now we'll continue making cheese. Not that I was worried. It was easier when we were living near the forest, but dung works just as well as wood. I heard the mole move from place to place. The gods tell you where to go. That must be hard on you all. Hard? I do not understand. Why is it hard? It's better for the animals to move, to have more food to eat and land to roam. To stay in one place is harder, no? From the heavens comes the rain, which nourishes the soil. From the soil comes the grass, which nourishes the beast. From the beast comes the flesh, which nourishes the Zalia. Ours is the soil of one and all. You Westerners are like the Domans. You live in the same place and villages, and all the villages in one place are part of a nation, yes? Ian talks about nations sometimes. When he was injured, he spoke of Doma in his sleep, but I did not understand his words. Whenever I ask him about Doma, he just smiles and looks to the south. It reminds me of my mother when she waits for my father to return from a long journey. But Hien will not wait any longer, will he? Because you came for him. Take him back. Because his nation is more important. I'm not sure how to answer this. A nation is a place, I suppose. A place, and the people in it, and maybe the things, too. More than that, it's the history, the traditions, the words, the stories we tell ourselves and our children, everything that came before and everything that comes after. The place we were born is part of who we are. We carry it with us, no matter where we go. Whoever, whatever we become, that part remains, that link to our fathers and their fathers before them. It's not important to everyone, I suppose, but that's fine. But it's important to Hien, and to me. Some call them all fools for listening to the Elder Gods, but it is our way, our pride, our nation? Something like that. It's something precious that you and others share, and that no one can ever take from you. We can talk more about it later. It's time to go home. Dorbe's waiting. I'll stay with the children. Why not go and let Serena know how we got on? Little baby Zalia are so cute. Welcome back, Kinliana. Did you speak with Dorbe? Well, then you will forgive me if I ask you to wash your hands. I shall pour you a cup of milk tea in the meantime. The meal is almost ready, so we should summon Hien and Gosetsu.
She needed the rest. To come so far and carry so much. Hien and his friend, too. Strange that they should vanish so soon.
Boys will be boys.
Not troubled by your old wounds, I see.
Nor you by yours. I know I should have fled with the others after Father died, instead of blindly fighting on. It was reckless and foolish, and there was naught to be gained from it. Everything to lose, rather.
We know no path save the one we walk. I myself am in no hurry to meet those who have gone before. Not while I have still to make amends.
Well said.
You are none the worse for your time in the wilderness. On the contrary, I would say you have improved.
Come now, your victories still far exceed mine. Or have you forgotten all the times you trounced me as a boy?
I feared I would not see you again.
A life so fortuitously saved should be spent wisely. Without regret, would I have traded it for our people's amnesty, had it been their will. Instead, they have called for the sword, and so that is what I must be. Until this blade is broken, I can but carve a path forward. Were you truly so concerned for my well-being? You never showed it when we used to spar.
How you cried when you lost, and when your mother tried to comfort you, and when you inevitably came at me once more, swinging your wooden sword wildly. Mina's little Master Shun. What a fine young man you've become.
A man should not be addressed by his childhood name. I've told you about that before. Ah, the mask slips. And I was so close to cultivating a winning persona.
There will be opportunity enough for putting on airs after you have returned in triumph to Doma. Now is the time to show our true character.
Shun, was it?
Yes. It is a name my parents gave me as a child, but I should like to think I have long since outgrown it. But as you seem determined to bring it back into use, I believe a match is in order. If I win, you will be honor-bound to divulge one of your darkest secrets.
Well, my friends, I for one am full of vim and vigor. I trust you feel the same? Then what better time than now to undertake our trial and become full-fledged warriors of the Mole. Now then, Cyrena, if you would tell us of the trial we must undertake and what we must undertake that we might participate in the Nodum. Ah, yes. As I mentioned before, to be recognized as warriors of the steppe, one must follow in the footsteps of the legendary warrior Bardam. He embarked on a great pilgrimage, eschewing cart and horse, and walked for many malms until he came to a holy place, thereafter named Bardam's Meadow. There at the altar, as he did, you must pray. The altar lies deep within the breeding grounds of the Yol. To complete your trial, you must tame one. Only then will your trial be complete. Fair enough. And where is the entrance to Bardam's Meadow? You must journey far, far to the west, beyond Chakazo, where lie the bones of the great wise woman. Beyond the ruins of Kael Ain, hidden within the mountains is a narrow pass. Follow it, and you will come to Bardam's Meadow. Sounds to me like it'll be just a trial getting to the trial. More than you may know, on the eve of the Nodam, many strive to improve their fortunes, some by abducting and enslaving the warriors of other tribes. Be ever mindful of your surroundings, lest you be taken as well. Ha! With grim expressions you wear while nodding so powerfully. Warriors such as you are not like to fall en route to a mere rite of passage. Stoic nod. We shall proceed with all due caution, yes, but let us not worry overmuch. We will overcome this trial, and the next, until we stand triumphant. That is all there is to do, no? With me, my friends, to the west, to Bardam's Meadow. Oh, wait, Hien! Oh dear, I knew I would forget. Here, take these whistles. Once tamed, your Yol will hearken to their call. Thanks. We'll try them out once we finish the trial. Let's catch up to Hien and Gosetsu. Still have a long way to go, but I think that I can see the monument Serena was talked about. I don't see Hien or Gosetsu, though. We should hurry. Hey, I don't know about you, but I can't shake the feeling someone's watching us. Serena did warn us that about tribes that kidnap warriors to make them fight for them. Something tells me we're about to meet them. Ah, there you are. As you can see, they left us little choice. I gather you were forced to dispatch a few yourself? So it goes. A few less warriors to face in the Nodam, eh? Kael Ain is not much further. That said, I should be surprised if our would-be masters do not try and subdue us one final time. Right, this must be the path that leads to Bardham's Metal. Perhaps you do not hail from these lands, but your forefathers did. You do them honor to carry on their legacy this day. No, I do hail from these lands. Don't you make assumptions about me. You're assuming things about my backstory, Ian. God. Fucking rude is what that is. Nothing left but to begin, then. To complete the trial, we must each pass through Bardham's Metal and tame a Yol. How precisely we are to do this, I'm not sure, but since countless warriors before us have succeeded, I imagine we'll muddle through somehow. But enough talk, we have an autumn to win. Turn on scenario cutscenes. Undersize this bitch. And Bardham's Metal. Wall to wall, wall to wall. Hello there, wall. Pass, blood of my blood, for you are of the dusk and of the steppe. Thus spoke Azim, warriors in whose veins flows sunlight, show me your metal. Pass, blood of my blood, for you are of the dawn and of the steppe. Oh, it's gonna fight these before going forward. Rude. I popped spread. Rude. See, the next boss is a boss where you literally never attack. It's the most exciting thing they've ever come up with. Ye, you who would walk after Bardom, he who was as strong as the earth, swift as a horse, brave as thunder, you who would become warriors of the steppe, deal with, let's see, wait, with death do you dance? Couldn't read all the dialogue before it went away and I didn't care enough to scroll up. You're not allowed to get hit by anything, you gotta dodge shit. Second trial is upon you. Be not tempted to rest, but fly across the steppe as the wind. Oh, I got hit. That's sad. I'm bad. I think you're allowed to get hit twice. Per trial. Third trial's upon you. Be not afraid of falling stars. Ye, you worthy successors of Bardoms, yours is the steppe and everything in it. Goodbye. Whoa! That fucking falling animation. Gate here. Forgot about these gates. Thought I could run wall to wall. Yeah! It's a boulder. Well, that's just fucking rude. There were there two boulders. Nope, another door. No, I didn't want it to go away. It's why I configured. Damn it. I was so hopeful. Die. I'm the wiener. Right, okay. Keep forgetting I turn on the setting that dumps gear into my inventory, which is a godsend. My armory chest is a dumpster fire already. Should have known you'd be the first to make it through. I'm assuming you had no trouble? Good, good. I managed somehow, as you may have guessed. Looks like Kian and Gosetsu are still in there, though. Nothing for it but to wait, then. Oh, right. Still got these whistles Serena gave me. Here's yours. Suppose we ought to give him a try, like she said. Look, up there, look. I think that means we've won them over. That one there is yours, right? The other one is mine. Aww. That's that then. We're officially warriors of the steppe. You don't think they... No, of course not. He and Gosetsu will come out any minute now. I suppose we could chat a little while while we ate. Wait. Oh, so the other day I said to Alize, I said...
Mission accomplished. Everything still in one piece?
More or less, aye. That mountainous monstrosity came as quite a surprise. Who knew that the steppe held such secrets?
I see the two of you emerged similarly unscathed. Well then, by my reckoning, there is naught left to prevent us from taking part in the Nardam.
You! Yea, you who have walked Bardam's metal. Newborn warriors of the steppe. Our Khan demands an audience. You will come.
I remember those clothes. He's Oronir, isn't he? What should we do?
Ordinarily, I would politely decline, but this may be an opportunity to assess their strength. And we do have some time before the Nardam begins. If it all goes to plan, they will be fighting for us soon enough. What say you? Shall we go and greet our comrades-to-be?
Why not?
Whatever Whatever happens, we shouldn't keep Cyrano and the others waiting. Let's be ready to make a swift exit, alright?
We accept your Han's generous invitation. Lead the way.
Two banners. So it's not just Oronir we're dealing with.
Most radiant Brother Magni, we have brought the ones you seek.
You conquered Bardam's metal.
As warriors of the Mall, aye. You were the Han here, yes? Why have you summoned us? Mayhap to propose a joint endeavor?
Nay, Doman, we shall not speak as equals. Born of the sun are Oronir, and born of the earth are you. When I learned of trespassers, I bade my warriors take their measure, to flay them if they failed. But if by the grace of Azim they should survive their trials and emerge anointed, then bring them hither to pay tribute. Tribute, should it prove satisfactory, shall earn you the favor of the sun. His beloved shall bask in his radiance, and their supplications be duly considered.
So you want us to bow down and serve you? What if we don't feel like it?
The defiant will suffer in shadow. It would be an affront to the resplendent Azim himself to refuse this generous offer when by rights you should be condemned. But in lieu of tribute, swear fealty to the sun. Pledge to him your body and soul. Promise to serve him unto death, and you may know his glory. A generous offer granted to but few, though perchance this is too merciful. It seems our brothers of the Buddha want you. The men only. Like the Borlak and women. Though you know them not either, I'm sure. No matter. All you need know is that you will serve one way or another.
That much does indeed seem plain. However, as we are but newborn warriors who know little of your customs, we struggle to conceive of ways in which we might be of service to the most gracious and illustrious sun.
You make mock of us, Doman. Do not do so again.
I mean, I'll insult you again. I think you're silly.
You will be given a task. It will be difficult. You will carry it out. When you have accepted this, you may ask me what it is.
Were I Baduga, I might take offense. But I know better than to dismiss a woman outright. You demonstrate boldness, or recklessness, time will tell. The autumn approaches, and the Orinir will reign supreme once more. Such is the will of Father Azim. Yet only fools think to triumph by the grace of the gods alone, and we are not fools. Your task will be to aid us in our preparations. Batu will tell you the rest. Warriors of the Steppe, by the grace of our most radiant brother, you will not die this day, but instead be granted an opportunity to contribute to our cause. Rejoice, for that is a great honor indeed. Serve well, and you will be rewarded. Question. You keep calling Magna your most radiant brother. You're not related or something, are you? All Orinir are descendants of Father Azim, but if you mean to ask if our mothers are one and the same, then no. The most radiant is the elder brother to we younger, the strongest and most deserving of respect. No more interruptions. Your duties are as follows. You, the Red Woman, will milk our beasts. To grow strong, one must be well fed, and we have great need of kumis and cheese. Is that it? I mean, I'm not at all happy about this, but I suppose I can go along for now. You, the one who lumbers as a mountain. An old warrior, I see. We have arms and armor in need of repair. Go and speak with our menders. I have no talent for delicate work, but if that is your wish, then so be it. You, the insolent fool. As for you... One carries the fire. The Baduga would take his measure. Seek my comrade outside, tending to the stores. He will give you your task. You will know him by his cloth. Unlike they of the yellow, we are of the green. I, for one, would welcome the opportunity to learn more of the Baduga and their ways. It would be an honor. We shall speak of your task outside, with me. Your name, foreigner? Liana, then. You were to dive into Azim Khat, below the Dawn Throne, and gather swordgrass from the lake bed. It is an invaluable ingredient in many medicines. 8 bundles will you bring. You'll need to dive deep to obtain that which you seek, but that shall pose no trouble for a true warrior, no. Some say the dominion of the Dawnfather and the Duskmother does not extend beneath the water, but ours does. Indeed, the Orinir fear not, above nor below. Speak with the guard to descend. We shall speak again when you have finished. Yes, yes, I know who you are. You wish to go below? It's almost like they know I can breathe underwater. They don't know that, but, you know, joke's on them. I can breathe underwater. Hello there, Vista. Flash, look out. I missed one somewhere. I kinda hate that. There it is. Party may be forming, but there is 12 minutes till raid, and I damn well plan to keep using them. I don't need to use no stairs, I could fly. Food and pots, right? Need to make more food, but still 34. Yeah, okay. She returns, and with swordgrass in hand. But you would immerse yourself in the depths as a testament to your bravery. Well done. Lest you wonder, we will use to prepare potions to induce paralysis. In the Nodum, we must use every means at our disposal to delay our foes. He who inscribes his deeds upon the sacred ground shall be declared the victor. However, none may know this place until the Garl have scattered the soil. Matters not, we shall be swift as stallions and fierce as barrows. The steppe will be ours once more. Your tribute is accepted, and we will return to the most radiant, and you may beg a boon. Am I to understand you have completed your tasks? I know not what yours was, but mine was surprisingly simple. They bade me carry various goods and sundries from storehouse to storehouse. Alas, it was difficult to learn much with all the Badugas swarming around me. You dove deep into the waters to harvest swordgrass. I see that as well. Most radiant Brother Magni, we have given you tribute, as demanded. Were we to beg leave to depart with our comrades, would you consent? We never intended to press you into our service, and tribute offered in good faith cannot be denied. To grant you naught in return would be an affront to Father Azim. However, the boon must be proportional to the supplications. What you ask far exceeds what you have earned. And if we must remain here, would you at least permit us to learn more of your people and your ways? Temelin Khatun taught me but a fraction, you see. How this world born of the gods was to be their battlefield, their creations to fight in their stead. How Azim, father of the dawn, he who birthed the sun, and Nama, mother of the dusk, she who birthed the moon, made the aura. Yet though these creatures warred for a time, eventually they laid down their arms and came to love one another. And so the gods bequeathed this world to their children, and ascended to the heavens whence they came. Those born of the Dawn Father were called the Rain, and those born of the Dusk Mother were called the Zayla, and so it was ever and after. But I say to you, Brother Magni, how can this be? How can Orinir be the children of Azim, if they are Zayla born of Nama? You amuse me, Dolmen, how you wield your ignorance as a weapon. Very well, I bid you speak with our elders and learn the truth of this world. I know what you're thinking, and yes, I could probably have convinced him to let us go if I'd handled that differently, but then we would have learned naught for our troubles. There's one thing I know, it is that men of faith yearn to share it with others, and in learning more of their beliefs, we may learn more of the other things which may prove useful in the Nodum. When I was carrying out my tasks, I met an elder, a storyteller, named Udutai. Mayhap he can be our teacher. Nope, wrong one. 5, 6, 7. Calvern is not online, and I think Crit's not in the party. Yeah, okay. Okay, and how many people were left for raid? I could spare no time. Other troubles demand my attention. What troubles? What ill fortune has befallen you? Not me, but my lambs. Some few wandered far and have yet to return. Mayhap they will return to their mothers in time. Mayhap they will not. Mayhap you can help. We must, then we must. Let us be about it, Kinliana. Driving a car around horses. Where are the lost lambs? I know that there's one in like a really stupid place in the inner wall. Lost lambs! I'm sure I've driven past them because I'm using this fucking giant car. Yeah, there's one. Can't see shit. Too much car in the way. Run, little lamb, run. So up in here. Alright, Ian's got that one. This one here. Another chunky mount. That one doesn't count. Yep, I knew it. Was like there's one on a stupid ledge somewhere around here. You dickhead. Time to go home. Definitely missed another one out here somewhere. King of the mountain. Greetings. I trust all of our little explorers are safely accounted for. That they are. My thanks to you, Doman. Now, you had questions for me? Aye, I would know more of the Oranir, of their creation and father of Zine. As you wish. Come, let us sit. Before we begin, tell me, what do you know of the Aura and how they came to be? We know that in the days before men, Azim and Nama waged a bitter war. Yes, a common tale, and one believed by many tribes. But what it does not mention is this. Azim and Nama were lovers. Oh, they fought in the beginning, as did their creations, that much is true. But when they saw how the Zalia and Rain rose above their hatreds and joined hands in harmony, their hearts stirred, and the love their children shared became theirs as well. Alas, he was of the sun, and she the moon. Apart they must remain, lest day and night cease to be, and with them all creation. With sadness in their hearts they returned to the heavens, he to the day, she to the night, destined to walk before and after, never to meet. As time passed, Azim's yearning for his beloved grew deeper still. Was there truly naught that could be done, he wondered? At last he knew. If the father cannot be with the mother, then he shall go amongst her children, now and ever after. So it was that Azim took a fragment of his being, and with it fashioned an avatar. Clad in scale of midnight he descended, and sought out the Zela. Yes, he was the first Oranir. We are his flesh and his blood. We are the children of Azim, and it is our duty to watch over and keep the Zela safe. I confess, I did not expect to hear a tale of your people's beginnings to be quite so romantic. Yet I must ask, your duty is to defend the Zayla. How can you go to war with them in the Nottam? Is that not a contradiction? If a father disciplines his son, does that mean there is no love in his heart? Zayla are not wont to kneel. They must be made to. Only then will they hate reason. I see. Such is the way of the steppe. Thank you, Elder, for sharing with us your wisdom. Eager to depart? Ere you go, you would do well to hear the end of my tale. When Nama looked down and saw the avatar of Azim, she knew him at once and shed tears of love and longing. When they struck the earth, they rose anew, as a counterpart to the Orinir, their fates entwined. So you see, every son of Azim has a daughter of Nama, for whom we must search, even now. Mayhap I am being overly optimistic, but I sense these Orinir may prove loyal allies to Doma under the right circumstances. Their arrogance is rooted in the belief that they must act as caretakers to all Zayla. Therefore, if we can prove to them that we come as kindred spirits, seeking to defeat a common foe. But mayhap this is a discussion for after we win the Nottam. Come, let us return to Magni. Alright, with that, New Game Plus will have to be on hold. Not everyone's gathered, but it is 6:30, so we will call that end of New Game Plus for now. It is raid time, and then after raid, I'm going to be playing some Pokemon. So, no more New Game Plus for today. Bought me a new Pokemon game.